Tara Monster, and I like to make things. Woo-wee! It is hot here in Seattle today, and that's why I'm wearing my Wanderlust tank top. You can get yours at revivalinc.com. I make all the shirts on there, and I have a brand new vintage-inspired tanks and t-shirt line coming out in 1 week. So be sure to check it out. And today, because it's so hot, I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can make over your long sleeve shirts for summer. One of them is a cold shoulder top, and the other one includes a short sleeve braided sleeve. So now, let's get crafty. Today we are going to work on the shirt that I made in my last video. I added this fun braided scoop neck to a regular high neck shirt, and now I want to make the short sleeves have braids on them in the same contrasting blue color, so that way I can wear it in summer and not be too hot. I did go over how to make ropes for braiding out of scraps. I will just do a quick review of that now. So the first step is going to be to fold the shirt in half. Now that our shirt is folded in half, we're going to just cut off both of the sleeves, and this will ensure that they are cut at the exact same length. And instead of doing a super short sleeve, I'm going to do almost like a 3/4, somewhere just a little bit before that, just because I think it'll look cuter, and the braid might actually just bring it up a tiny bit. So I am just going to do that. Save these sleeves because you can use them on other projects. Always save your scraps. And now we're going to go ahead and make the cuts for where we're going to weave the braid in. And these cuts, you want them to be very, very tiny. So you're just going to pinch the fabric as small as you can and make the cut. And we're actually going to do both sleeves at once. So when you pinch the fabric, make sure you're grabbing all of it. And you're gonna want them to be at least 1 finger's width in from the edge of the shirt. And also 2 fingers width in from the sleeve. Again, it's just a tiny little cut. And then 2 more fingers, and then another one. Now I'm getting close to the seam here, so I'm just making sure to pull those seams out so they don't get in the way of my cuts. Okay, so now when we unfold the shirt, we will have matching snips on both sides. And so I'm just gonna start with one of these sleeves and start weaving. And to start the weave, we're just gonna leave a little bit extra here on the end, and then we're going to put it inside the shirt and push it through to the outside of the shirt. And now we're going to do another loop in the same way. I like to measure it to make sure it's about the same length as the other one. And now we're going to take this loop and put it through our previous loop. You can see how it's starting to make a little chain or braid. Grab the next loop, make it about the same size, pull it through from the inside to the outside, and then through the previous loop. And now you make one more loop and put it through the last hole and put that loop through it, previous loop. And now we're gonna go around to the other side, make another loop, put it through the hole we just made, and then through the previous loop. Now we're just going around the back side, and now we've made it all the way around back to the beginning. And so we're going to put this through the same loop we started, and then we can tie it on the back side. And it's kind of cute, like if you pull it a little bit tighter, it'll make this little kind of ruffle, which I really like how that looks. Make sure that when you tie it, your tail, your extra tail you started with, goes through your final loop. And yeah, this is all on the inside, so it's not going to show at all. And I just like to double check and make sure that that is just how I want it. You know, I could make these a little bit tighter, a little bit smaller, but I kind of like the way they look. And now check out our braided neck top from last week's tutorial with matching braided sleeves. I really love the way the braiding on the sleeves makes a little ruffle of the fabric on the bottom. And the contrast is really nice. This was just a boring old gray long sleeve top, and now it looks finished and feminine. And now that we have this one, I want to show you another way to alter your sleeves. It's called the cold shoulder top, and we're going to add some bows to it as well. Let's head back to the craft table. This long sleeve is going to make the perfect cold shoulder top. The first step is to measure 3 inches down from the top along the arm seam. 3 inches. And make a mark with your chalk. Next, you want to measure 2 inches, 1 on each side of the seam. Make your marks there and there. And I'm going to make a little bit bigger here. We just want to connect the lines to make a nice swoopy circle. So even though this one's up here, I think I want to just make it go a little bit swoopier, show off a little bit more shoulder. Now that that's drawn, we're going to fold the shirt in half so that we'll cut through both sides and they will end up the same. Make sure you line up all your seams. And now we're going to go ahead and cut out our chalk mark. And there we go. Unfold it. And we've got 2 matching cold shoulders. And now, because this is such a long sleeve top and it's summertime, I'm going to cut off the sleeves and do a little bow sleeve. To cut the short sleeves, we're going to fold it back in half. Now that our shirt is folded in half, we're going to cut both of the sleeves into short sleeves. There we go. Cold shoulder, short sleeves. But we're gonna do one more thing to make it even cuter. Take one of the extra pieces that you cut out of the shoulder and go ahead and cut the seam right off of it. Cut the seam off and then fold it in half. And then take your fabric glue, or if you're like me and only have hot glue on hand, and glue the pieces together so that you have a nice thick band. Wait for the glue to dry, and then now you're going to use this piece to tie up your bow. Now you're going to fold your shirt so that you can see the shoulder seam, and then you're just going to gather it up like a fan. Take your extra piece of fabric and wrap it around. Like that, and then put a dab of glue to keep it in place. Again, fabric glue is preferred, but hot glue works in a pinch as well. Hold it until your glue dries, and then see what a cute bow you have. Now we're going to do the same to the other side. Just want to make sure that they match in width. And there we go. Now we have a cold shoulder bow sleeve shirt. Let's go try it on. And now look at our cold shoulder top with bows. No more long sleeves on this girl for summer. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial on 2 different ways to revamp your long sleeves for summer. Please smash that like button, it helps me more than you know. And subscribe to my YouTube channel and then ring that bell so that you can find out when I make new content. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Okay, let's go get cooking on those. Redo. And now check out our, look at the camera, how to make a cold shoulder top. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Oh my gosh. Bye!